Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Well, I guess welcome to. I have played Halo before, but haven't
You've
really
played?
just. Huh?
You've played?
No, I've played Halo. Excuse me. I'm autistic. I don't know how to say words.
Don't worry.
I've played Halo before, but I've never played Halo and talked about Lolcows at the same time. So today, what we're gonna do is I have Gwubby here. I'm saying that right? I had always assumed it was okay. Good. I have Gwubby here. They are somebody that I met a little while ago while talking about Lolcows. Funny enough, they do editing for the podcast, and today we're gonna be playing some Halo and talking about our favorite Lolcows that we know of. We're gonna see how many we can chalk ourselves through with today.
I wouldn't say favorite.
Well, most interesting. Let's say most interesting.
Most infatuated with.
Mm-hmm. All right, give me one moment. I have my Clodsire with me, so I'm gonna put him on my lap. There we go. And we're very exciting. So we're just gonna do a chill session of Halo here. We're gonna keep it on easy so that we can focus on talking. But I have put on Grunt birthday party so that we can get some celebration. All right.
Hell yeah.
All
I
right.
don't know whose birthday it is, but happy birthday.
Exactly. All right. Are you ready? Let's get going.
Yeah.
All right. So before we actually like talk about other people, do you want to tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what you do in terms of streaming and stuff?
In terms of streaming, I just kind of frick. Where do I even start? Hi, I'm Gwubby. I'm kind of a guy who is going through a bit of a content transition.
Mm-hmm.
My future goal here is to be an animator. But my current goal is to learn how to draw so I can be an animator.
Mm-hmm.
I stream not too regularly, but like, man, this is kind of hard because
You're fine.
not even I don't know what I want. Not even I don't know what I do at the moment. I'm just screwing around.
You're just kind of here.
I'm kind of here for the ride,
and
it so happens. Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
It so happens that I meet Akko in a base shaman stream.
That's right. That's right. It's crazy. It's crazy to think of. Like, so, so to kind of give like some feedback, one of the locales we're gonna be talking about tonight, I was watching a stream on them, and you were in the chat, and I didn't know that there were any other VTubers that actually were into this kind of thing. Ever since meeting you, I've actually met quite a lot. Mizu is one of them, but like, I didn't know any other VTubers that actually like talking about drama and stuff, and so I met you. I learned about you. I found your Discord, and we became friends.
It doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, it doesn't exist anymore. What happened to it?
I just got it was dead. It was so dead that I couldn't even revive it, and it was like, I don't feel like running this anymore.
Oh, I see. Rip Discord.
Rip Discord.
But basically, I met you. You watched my stuff, and then podcast started, and you wanted to do some editing, and then we decided to talk about the locales. It feels kind of like cathartic to talk about the thing that kind of brought us together. in a way,
yes,
as
these
friends.
Cows, they brought us
These
together.
cows brought us together, exactly.
The gift that keeps on giving.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much. It's really crazy. I guess as kind of a question, what kind of got you into internet drama and lolcows, so to speak?
I kind of crap. So what got me in the Lolcows was Chris Chan. I knew about them prior to what they did, to how they conky dong Barb. But That's pretty much how I got into it. I was like, all right, I'm gonna look deeper. And why the fuck are there so many parts?
Yeah.
And then I watched, and then I binged watched parts 1 through 59 before Gino got off his hiatus at least 3 times.
Yeah. He went on a hiatus a couple of times.
He did. And now there's so many parts to the point where it's almost impossible to binge watch.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'll be completely honest with you. I listen to it sometimes while I'm working. It's really great to just sit there and listen to. But
it's really nice to hear Chris go, my name is not Ian Brennan something.
Yep. Yep, exactly. It's really funny. What's really weird is Chris is kind of like, for a lot of people, an introduction to the side of the internet that a lot of people probably wouldn't realize is existing if they didn't see Chris. Can I feel it, Mom? I can feel it, yes. So
are you feeling it now?
I am feeling it now. So I feel like for a lot of people, probably not everybody, but a good majority of people that are interested in Lolcows and just interesting people on the internet. Oh, that's right, you can't run in this one. Just in general, Chris Chan is kind of like the gateway, the opening into all of that. Oh right, we don't have a weapon. Where do we get weapons here?
No idea.
Let's see. Maybe we'll get them as we go along here. It's been a while since I've played Combat Evolved, but we'll get through it.
Hell yeah, we'll get through it.
So Chris was your first introduction. Do you remember what your first kind of exposure was? Do you remember kind of what you watched as kind of the impetus to learning about Chris?
When I first learned about Chris a few years prior, so that was like 2018, was PewDiePie's little short documentary about him.
Okay, so you learned about him from another cool internet person.
Yeah, he's basically retired.
Mm-hmm. Basically retired. PewDiePie.
Retired.
Learning how to be an anime artist now. Isn't that awesome?
Oh my lord.
Can I take your gun,
gonna
sir?
Make the next anime.
Oh my goodness, yeah. So, believe it or not, I was just watching videos on YouTube, and I'm trying to remember which one it was. But like, I was watching a video and somebody like said, "Hey Chris, what are you doing?" in the comments. And I was like, who's Chris? Cause like, you know, if you like normally when there are people in comments, you don't really recognize them. Like most people don't really recognize anybody in the comments. And I was really curious because like it's not something you expect. And I actually looked into it a little bit. I researched who Chris was, and I ended up jumping down the rabbit hole of Chris Chan. It was really insane. Where's a gun? I need a firearm. Oh my gosh, the game is lagging. Why is the game lagging?
That explains a lot. That's why I can't move.
They didn't give us a gun.
You don't get a gun until you have to pick one up, I believe.
Goodness, it's been a while.
You have to pick one up from one of the dead guys.
Probably.
Trying to get to the bridge.
Should just avoid people until then.
Oh yeah, no, I remember where we get a gun.
Perfect.
Well, this is where we get Cortana.
Yes, it is. But basically, I see Chris on a video. I was curious enough to look it up. I find the quickie. I do a lot of reading. And I think at the point where I found Chris was on like, they had just barely, I think, told the whole world that they were going to transition. And they were like doing all kinds, I think they were like watching all kinds of weird videos and all that stuff. And I think they were in there, Stop the Bully. Well, they were always in the Stop the Bully arc, but like this was like a very weird one on Twitter that they had. And yeah, that's where I remember jumping into it. So like I jumped in learning about Chris, I guess somewhat late. I can't remember what year that was, but it was before, I want to say it was before 2018. But that's when I jumped into
earlier
it.
Than me, for sure.
Oh yeah, I want to say 2015 and 2016. 2016, 2017 is when I jumped into it and discovered it, and ever since then there's just been so many. Again, like I mentioned, it's like a eye-opening experience where you don't see this side of the world, and then you see it, and you're really surprised.
And then it expands.
Yeah, it does. How do you wonder if he speaks? What do you mean? What do you mean, Spartan? I have no idea what you mean there. Are you talking about Master Chief? Who knows? So, but basically, I've kind of through the years, I've kind of just like learned more and more, discovered more and more. And what's crazy is when it comes to Lolcows, some of them are really interesting. A lot of people can get behind watching them or just paying attention to them. And then others where it's just like you have to have a certain taste to enjoy them. You know what I mean? You have to like the cut of the beef that comes from the cow, because otherwise some of them are very comical and silly, and then others are very disgusting or gross or even dangerous.
And then others are Daniel Larson.
And then there's people, yeah, like Daniel Larson, which, oh my goodness, I'm afraid Daniel Larson's. I'm afraid Daniel Larson's gonna hurt. Like, I'm afraid that Daniel Larson. Well, I mean, he's already put himself in the hospital, I think, multiple times.
Most likely.
So I'm afraid that he's gonna like accidentally like kill himself, which would really suck, because obviously that's not what you want. But like, oh man, how would you even start in fixing? Oh, now we get firearms. Yay! There's Grunt birthday party.
Why's my FOV so close? How do I change? There we go.
I think it's in settings, video. Where is it?
I found it.
Field of view. There we go.
Shot yet? Ooh, hell yeah!
Perfect.
The iconic.
Save. Much better. Oh gosh, the iconic look is so.
The
AR. It's so little. So I don't know if you remember, but the pistol is actually the most overpowered weapon in the game.
Huh.
Yeah, it is. Like the aim down sights is, I believe, why it is so overpowered here.
Oh yeah.
Just
one
so
of
good.
Not many weapons that let you aim down the sights.
Yeah. Oh, what the heck? No, I want this. Okay. So, anyway, on the topic of just Lolcows, I asked you, and I myself have also done this, where to think up of a couple that you are really interested in, and we are going to talk about a few of them tonight. Just kind of talk about a short history, I guess, and just kind of where they are and stuff, and kind of, I don't know, just kind of go from there. So, would you like to start, or would you like me to start? Because I could talk about Chris first.
We could talk about Chris before, because I want to talk about Raxo.
Okay, yeah, I'll let you tackle Rex, because I'm gonna be honest with you. When it comes to Rex, I know about as much as what I see on recap channels. Ooh, shields. So, I feel like you're gonna know more because you probably participated more in the deep lore of him. So I'll start out with Chris. For people that need a primer on Chris Chan, Chris Chan was born in I believe it was in. Was he born in Ruckersville? I'm trying to remember.
I believe it was Ruckersville.
Was it? So he has been born and raised in Ruckersville, Virginia, the state of virgins.
Hell yeah.
And to his parents, which are older, and the most interesting thing to note is, and this isn't always like the case, but kids who have parents that are like super old have a higher chance of autism, which Chris's parents were. I think they were already like they were either in their late 40s or early to mid 50s by the time they had.
Definitely in their 50s.
By the time they
believe.
had Chris, and because they had already had families of their own by the time Chris came into the picture. So Chris was like the last kid of the family, which I definitely don't know because I'm the firstborn. So I'd probably be more
I'm
of
the
like
middle
his.
child.
I'd probably be
So
more of like a Cole Smithy.
I'm
maybe?
the middle child, so everybody forgets about him.
You're the middle child.
Yeah, nobody ever remembers him.
That's not true.
Yeah, I believe. But then again, I got that info from a Facebook meme.
Oh, okay. See, here's
National
how.
Middle Child Day.
Here's
Child
how
Day one
I
day.
have understood being family members. The oldest one is the experiment, meaning that anything that happens in their life can be attributed to the fact that mom and dad just didn't know. So you can't really get mad at them too much. The middle child is kind of like the one who's more or less well-rounded because they experimented with the first kid. And then the last kid gets all of the good treatment because they learned from the first and second kid. And the first and second kid basically taught them all they need to know. And so, you know, when it comes to trauma in my life, I don't get personally upset because my parents were learning just as much as I am. But
Damn.
anyway, so Chris was basically the last born kid in the family, and he got a lot of love and attention. I would say that he probably got more love and attention than a lot of kids at his age probably did. I believe they diagnosed really early that he had autism, and he ended up like being mute for a while, which isn't uncommon. It's not uncommon for autistic children.
He claims that his autism was brought about by his babysitter Roach.
Yes. So Chris thinks that his autism started with his babysitter that locked him in his room with a whole bunch of toys. Hi there. That's in my
Autistic.
personal.
I was autistic once. The babysitter locked me in a room full of toys. The toys made me autistic.
There we go. See, that I assume that's what happened there. What's up? Nothing much. We're just talking Lolcows tonight. No, so what I think happened is that probably didn't help, but I highly doubt that is a source of where it started, because that's not how it started. And I'm gonna be completely honest with you. People can agree or disagree on how autism is kind of like brought to the surface, where it starts or how it's brought to the surface. But it is my understanding that like autism starts to manifest like when you're young, and it really starts to propagate you know, between 10 to 15. Those are the worst years for autism because it's the growing pain. Like, it's worse for kids, but autistic kids have it way worse because of the growing pains and the world around them and all that stuff. So I just think that Chris was like going through that period that way, I think.
It's dark in there!
There's light over there, go that way.
Also, hi Tyranitar. Hi!
So basically it is my understanding that like Chris was diagnosed with autism, was very mute for a long period of his life, and then when he was no longer mute, you know, he just kind of meandered and grew up as all autistic people do. Although I firmly believe that Chris's parents, and this isn't really a dig at them, I think most parents of that era didn't really know how to handle mental problems like autism, but Chris's parents really didn't know how to handle that, I guess you could say. So
They didn't know how to handle kids in general. There was a reason why their relationships were strained, like previous relationships were strained.
oh yeah, for sure. Like I mentioned earlier, Cole Smithy is like very strange relationship because of how Barbara treated, and it is kind of sad. It's one of those things where with how you hear Barbara has treated people, some people don't think that what has happened to her is bad because they feel like she deserves, which is kind of sad for people to say, in my personal opinion, because no matter what, you don't really deserve whatever happened, like that kind of crap.
She ain't deserve that.
Huh?
She ain't deserve what happened to her, no.
No, I don't believe so, no. I'll be honest with you. I'm not sure where we're going. It might be that way.
Yeah, it's dark in here. I'm scared. I want my mother.
Let's see.
Pako, hold me.
We might have come this way, actually.
Yeah, there's too many dead grunts.
Yeah, we came from this way. I will be Wait, what? Connection lost? Oh, there it goes. Are you back?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. But anyway, I think that, like, a mixture of not knowing how to parent along with autism just, like, being very weird is kind of like what caused Chris to be the way that Chris is now, which is very sad and unfortunate.
Also, the fact that they also just kind of refused to take Chris to, like, any sort of, oh my lord, take Chris into, like, any sort of psychiatric ward or something. Was another factor, because the school, because I believe it was the principal incident that caused Chris's parents to attempt to sue the school district.
Yes.
But in turn, the school threatened to put Chris into special needs, and they didn't want that for him.
Yeah.
I think that was the biggest mistake.
Oh yeah, I see. The problem is, you know, growing up with okay, I think that's where we came out. Have we gone down this doorway? We probably haven't.
Chris's parents were a little messed up themselves. Absolutely.
Oh yeah. If a kid grows up with autism, chances are there's something in the parents' side that it blossoms from. Where am I going?
I don't know.
Maybe this way.
I have to, like, toggle between the anniversary textures and then the original textures, just to know where I'm going, and even then I still can't see.
Hey, I just went to a
right
big
back to where
circle.
we started.
Well, yeah, we are. Maybe we go this way.
Maybe.
Yes.
Man, we wasted so much time there.
That's fine. That's fine. But anyway, Chris kind of grows up, is kind of just himself. And I think the sad thing is, I think, most of how Chris acts, I mean, obviously, you know, there's a lot of personal responsibility that you can put on him, because, you know, Chris even says himself, I am high functioning autistic. I know how to understand the world way better than a lot of other kids with autism. And it's just like, I agree to some extent, because
No, he doesn't.
Well, I agree to the point where I feel like he knows basics of right and wrong, because when all of the stuff that recently happened, I think he definitely knew what he was doing was wrong, because he hid it from a lot of people. And like even now, when in his most recent live streams where he's talking to people, he's denying it, saying it didn't happen. So I think he knows. I think he knows full stop what he did was wrong. However,
I think he probably knew what he was doing, but still.
yeah.
Uh-oh.
What button did you use for grenades?
F. Pay respects
There we go.
to Barbosi.
All right.
Oh, forget this. I'm not going through this corridor. It's too dark in there.
Oh my gosh. Oh no, Marine, get yourself up. I accidentally hit classic classic graphics.
I don't know if I prefer it, but I just switched to it.
Mm-hmm.
Because my frames, it gets so many frames out of it. I turn on the frame. Oh, there it is.
Oh goodness.
Frame rate counter. You can't see it, but I can. It's up there.
Nice. Can I switch? Not the autumn.
Accelerating. Keys is going in manual.
Goodbye, Autumn.
Heads up, everyone. This is it. We're entering the ring's atmosphere in 5.
But
Goodbye, Autumn.
what happened to him is tragic, yet the recent events in the community, he's making things it makes him the worst. No more. That's right. There's somebody else than worse than Chris Chan. No cap. Wait, what?
There's definitely
Oh, well, I
One little
mean,
funny thing.
hmm.
Had a little bit of a meltdown when I was studying Pamper 2. I had a bit of a meltdown.
Oh gosh,
Because
I
every
heard that person.
single cow I met, every single cow I meet, it was started with Chris.
Mm-hmm.
They got progressively more demented. Progressively.
Uh-huh.
I thought Cyrax was worse. And then I thought Jared Genesis was worse. And then I thought, who else? Robert Robinson was worse.
These are names I haven't heard.
Chief? Chief, can you hear me?
Could ask Base Shaman about Robert Robinson.
Okay.
Can you move?
But you could also ask Jared Genesis about him. Or just look up something.
Nothing we can do.
Or
There you
look
go.
up like a video on Jared Genesis. But
Mhm.
I thought, who else I thought was like worse at the time?
Warning. I've detected
I thought Daniel Larson was worse.
approach.
See,
Recommend moving
when it comes to those guys, I think the problem is like delusion.
everyone aboard this line.
I feel like when you're talking about on a scale of who is bad and who is like evil, I feel like they aren't really on the evil scale, because even though they're bad people, they don't know what they're doing is wrong. They think that what they're doing isn't bad. So like, I don't excuse it, but I see that they shouldn't really be held to the same standard as somebody who does fully recognize what they're doing. You know what I mean?
And then you got Cyrax, who's just too dumb to actually realize what he's doing.
I think that unfortunately Cyrax is just not mentally developed enough to understand that, like,
Isn't.
huh?
He isn't.
No.
He's so dumb. He doesn't know how to. He doesn't know basic math. That's not a joke. He's that stupid.
So I was gonna ask about that, because I remember watching clips where they were just asking him basic math questions. Does he not know it because, like, we actually know it, or is it just like he legit has admitted, yeah, I don't know this shit?
Hell, I don't remember, but he legitimately doesn't know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the insane. And that's not the insane part.
No. Oh,
He's so dumb that he keeps falling for every single sting to ever like happen,
Mhm.
and he blames it all on Kate.
Yeah, he likes to blame it on other people. That is like really, really dangerous. Yeah, I think we should talk about him for a few minutes. Can you give me a bit of a preamble for who Cyrax is? Give me some of his backstory, his deep lore.
Born on September 1990 in Akron, Ohio, also known as Hell, Chance Wilkins, according to him, he wasn't supposed to survive the birth.
Right.
He kind of grew up. He kind of grew up humbly. Can't remember. I remember, actually, there are a few. Well, we'll get to those details later, but he grew up wanting to be a musician and a filmmaker, and what caused him to like believe that he has these like creative superpowers is he claims that at this time the story wasn't clear, but he might have jumped off a roof and he split his head open.
Really?
He might have split his head open.
And this is coming from him.
I'm reading a lifeboat beacon over the next hill. We should check to see if there are
Believe it's I don't know who this is coming from, but one of the documentaries I watched detailed that he kind of split his skull open.
Okay.
He survived, of course, because if he didn't, there would be a lot of 14-year-olds who would have been safe from his really weird looking peepee.
Oh gosh, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've done really well of not seeing that. I've only seen people edit it out, but I'm sure it doesn't look nice.
No.
I would prefer not to see it. Thankful. Yeah, I just
No.
don't want to see it.
Look, I'm gonna say, have you seen any nude photos of Chris?
No, I actively avoid looking at that because I just don't. I already
ended up
have
seeing
mental
it.
trauma from other things. That is unnecessary.
I saw it. I saw
Mm.
Chris Chan naked.
Ah,
It's not pretty.
I've seen censored, but that's about it.
The only thing I haven't seen uncensored was cake farts.
Oh, I
But I think
remember
that's for
that
the
video.
best.
I remember that
Anywho.
video.
I also saw. Well, I've seen a lot of like really grotesque photos, but
Mhm.
most notably, Chance is just kind of known for being trolled. At first, when he started getting trolled because he really wanted to be on a music label.
Right.
Prior to that, because I kind of forgot to mention it, well, actually, this was during when he was trying to find a music label. There was a man named Eric Scrubolo. He
Okay.
felt bad for the guy.
Like
And
genuine?
he wanted to take, and he wanted to take Cyrax in and show him the ropes a little bit. But we would later come to find out that he stole, Cyrax would throw one of his dog tags that he got from Eric into a river. B, he stole the name Cyrax.
Uh-huh.
He stole the name from an album that Eric was working on called the Cyrax Complex.
Really? So because I know that like he steals everything he sees and just calls it his.
Yeah, he stole his own name.
That's funny.
He stole literally everything about himself.
That's crazy. Isn't he
And-
trying to get away from the Cyrex, or is he just like not stopped trying to do that?
The dude is so dumb he can't even keep his own promises.
Right.
He threatened to sue Base Shaman and a couple of other YouTubers under the Cyrax name.
That's right.
Like recently, very recently. It was
That's
like, I thought
right.
he was trying to get away from the Cyrax name.
That's
But
right.
he really just it's like, it just kind of shows he really just wanted victory over the trolls.
Yes, it does seem like that. So
And so he's just willing to sue you under the Cyrax name, even though he's
Quote, unquote,
supposedly
sue.
dropped a question mark.
yeah, quote unquote sue. Oh,
We.
so this guy feels bad for him. He steals their stuff. What kind of happens? Is that when like the trolling starts?
The trolling didn't start until Music Biz Mighty came into the picture.
Okay.
With Bender Boys Records and the other one. Goblin was the Goblin one was embottled. Yeah, against him with AOM, Aware of Myself.
Uh-huh.
We'll get to that part a little later.
So Marty is really where the trolling, because like before that he just kind of meandered by himself, not really doing anything.
I believe his aunt said that
Oh my gosh, game, why?
so we fast forward to I think it was Music Biz. We'll just say Music Biz Mighty Records versus Bender Boys Records. So Cyrax gets on Bender Boys Records because he doesn't like Marty, because Marty is supposedly just all about the money and not really about the love for the music,
Uh-huh.
right? So, a first music video in, and Bender Boys supposedly sell his contract.
Yes.
Because the music video didn't do so well. And that's
Right.
when he is like, I do all that work for you, and you throw me away. I'm doing this shit on my own.
I remember that, and they're like, yeah, we sold your contract to Music Biz Marty. He's like, why would you do that?
As it turns out, Marty was behind the entire thing. Both Bender Boys and the Music Biz Marty Records.
Yeah.
Was behind the entire thing. So he decided to go into. So Chance, being Chance, decides to go independent like a badass.
Mm-hmm.
The badass he isn't.
That he tries to be.
That he tries to be, but hopelessly fails due to his lack of shoulders. I don't know.
He really does have a lack of shoulders, yeah.
So we got Cyrax being Cyrax. He's threatening Marty. He's threatening to like slit his throat or something. He's threatening he's just threatening to hurt people. All right.
Do you want to drive, by the way, or do you want to be on the gun?
I can drive.
Okay, I'll trust you then.
Trusting it is an overstatement. Here's what I do.
As long as we don't fly off the cliff, I don't mind.
No, we'll be fine.
Perfect. So,
I completely forgot where I'm
where
supposed to go.
do the predator allegations come from? Because it didn't start out like that. It just started out as like, oh, he's somebody worth trolling, and it's kind of funny. But like, I believe that takes place after the first time Cyrax invites Marty to come over to his house and fight him. To fight him. We wouldn't get that kind of thing until 3 years later. Right.
But
I've hacked into the Covenant battle network.
Cyrax in his house, and then you know the whole shtick. I'm sure you've probably seen the clip of Marty actually being there, and with his girlfriend too.
Yep.
He's gonna take Shaman to court, find out he did actually win against AOM. I didn't do that. It was the Warthog.
Oh, I see where we are. I think. I don't remember any of this, because all of it looks the same in the first game.
Don't worry, I got this. I got this.
Awesome.
That's not how getting it works.
Okay, so Marty goes to fight him for the first time, because this has happened 3 times. And
2 times in a row, yeah.
Of course, he decides not to go outside. And after that, after this first time, is that when Kate comes into the picture? Kyrian, thank you for the follow.
Around that other time, that's when Kate comes into the picture, and then she stings him so hard that stings are dumb now.
Right.
But anyway, this is the first instance of, well, this is actually the first sting operation that Kate did, was actually where your turn cutie comes from.
Right.
Which is a phrase that Cyrax used to go and prey on
what he thought
14-year-old, what he thought was that poor 14-year-old woman.
Right.
And so he was confronted, of course, and he kept denying it, and to this day, of course, he still keeps denying it, and blames the whole thing on Kate, and he claims that, oh, I got entrapped, which only law enforcement can entrap somebody to commit a crime.
Now, I was curious, why did she, because, like, you know, obviously there are real predators out there and all that stuff, and he definitely, I do believe that he is one because of just how he's acted. But why did she think to go after him? What was, like, kind of the impetus to, like, say, oh, he's worth kind of looking into?
Don't remember, but I believe, well, Cyrax keeps saying, oh, you give off those vibes. But I believe, crap, I don't remember the reason.
Okay. But she felt like she had to do it, or she wanted to test him or something.
Probably, most likely.
Maybe one day I'll get to ask her.
Maybe one day.
Okay. But she does this. He obviously shows his colors, and after that, because I feel like the thing with Lolcows are, most of them is just like, you can say, okay, you shouldn't bully this guy, maybe you should leave him alone, all that kind of stuff, and most people will sympathize. Like with Chris Chan, the problem with Chris Chan is, you could say, just leave him alone. Oh, but he'll get into his own trouble. Somebody else will come along, so it's not worth just leaving him alone. It's like, okay, fine. But like with Cyrax, it's just like he's just gonna stream to 1 to 3 people every single day for the rest of his life. And if you leave him alone, there's not gonna be anything that happens. He's just gonna be there. He's just gonna do his thing, and nobody's gonna care. Because there are a lot of people like that.
One of those things being getting kids off of Fortnite into his Discord DMs.
Right. But like before then, I don't think anybody knew anything about that. I think it was just like by chance. It's just by happenstance that they figure out, you know, what he did and all that stuff. So I feel like with Lolcows, until something like that happens, most people you feel like you can sympathize for a little bit and say, oh, maybe you should leave him alone. But with Chance, the moment that you figure that out, I feel like everybody decided now that they had a reason to just like do whatever to him.
Yeah, that's when he really became a lolcow.
Mm-hmm. Because like before that, it was probably just, oh, we're just poking fun at him. And I'm sure there were a lot of people that were interested in him. But like after you have allegations like that put on you, and there's a little bit of stock to put behind it. You see, what's funny is he likes to say that they're Photoshop. Did like he ever admit at one point, oh yeah, those are real, or has he always said that they're Photoshopped?
I may have done it, but that was a mistake, and we can move on from that.
Okay, so he has admitted it then.
He's definitely admitted it, but tried to twist it around as some kind of mistake.
That's funny, cause like
the same mistake he keeps making for the next 2 years.
That's really funny, cause like now he'll say, oh, it's just Photoshopped. You know how Photoshop works, right? And it's like, yeah, we know how Photoshop works. But you admitted to it.
I'm not even that good at Photoshop.
Talk about low tier god. I know nothing about low tier god.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. He's an FGC type of guy.
Okay.
He's the one who's going, you should kill yourself now. He wants you to get that ass banned.
Oh really?
It's one of his catchphrases. Get that ass banned.
Oh my gosh. Well, maybe I'll let you explain them to me if we have time.
Ow! Anyway, low tier god. Well, we'll get to him later.
Yeah, let's get to him later.
I don't want my ADHD taking over.
No, you're totally fine. But so Cyrax gets outed as this predator, and a lot of people decide. And this is something that's really interesting to me, and it's one of those things where I just don't put my hands in it because like I don't have like the skills. Plus, I just don't want to. But like after you get exposed to something like that, I feel like a lot of people justify doing all kinds of things, beside like in the name of trying to get justice, and some of it has felt kind of questionable. It's just like, let's not commit crimes in order to put somebody in jail that you think is a predator. But like again, I sit back and I have no part in it. Basically, I'm just sitting here to watch it, I guess you could say.
Yeah, just observe from a distance, unless you can like handle that kind of baggage that comes with, and the trouble that comes with, you know, trolling Cyrax, because
hey, give me
that stuff can really get you like screwed over, like harder than Cyrax can probably not screw anybody over.
Right. I think we need to go back now and go to the next area. Oh, nope, never mind.
So, okay. Let's see. Another highlight of Cyrax's Lolcow career.
Nice. Oh, I think one thing that we did not mention, but like in his early childhood, there was the blind kid story.
Blind Billy.
Blind Billy, yeah.
Billy.
See, like that's the thing where I think when people learned about it, it like only solidified what they thought about him. Cause like before, because before Marty, before all of this, you know, he would have just meandered forever on the internet. But Marty comes in, he sees that, he starts uncovering a lot of this stuff, and it just unfolds into this massive craziness.
Yeah.
See, I think these guys are gonna leave, and we're just gonna
It's
stay.
such an like an infamous. It's so infamous that we have a euphemism for that. It's called Blind Billy.
Mm-hmm.
Justice for Blind Billy hashtag. So what had happened was the two were sleeping over one night, and Cyrax decided to
Let's say,
not
please.
con poor Billy
yes.
fellatio.
I was gonna.
And then it was one of the funniest parts about it, even though this is an absolutely fucking terrible situation that he literally tried to blame Blind Billy on.
Right.
He tried to blame it on Blind Billy.
Blame a blind
But-
kid for
He
doing
blamed
these
the
things
blind
to you.
kid. Exactly. So what had happened is that the funniest part about it is that Cyrax says that he could hear Billy getting close to nutting.
Oh god. Wait, Cyrex actually said that?
He actually said that,
Oh my gosh.
according to Blind Billy himself.
That's. Oh my gosh.
And so when Billy, good old Billy, he admitted that to everybody. Cyrax tried to put the blame on him.
Yeah.
Joy Call tried to put the blame on him. It's like it's also kind of sucks because Sally knew about it,
Mm-hmm.
but she also got mad at Billy because
Right.
what he did was get Cyrax expelled for that.
Right. Well, I mean, like, pretty obvious you'd probably get expelled for doing that. And so,
For non-conning your friend.
yeah, so it is my understanding that, like, when it happened, he was like 17 or 18, and Blind Billy
Somewhere, yeah.
was like 15 or 16, something like that. I don't know the exact ages, but basically, he was an adult, Billy was not. And so, I think unfortunately, even though Blind Billy is telling the truth, I perceive to be the truth, I feel like the entirety of the situation just won't fully be told ever. But it is my understanding that, like, Cyrax does this and he gets expelled instead of going to jail, basically. And
Yeah.
the spin he's gonna put on it is, oh, they removed me because my aggressor just gets to stay in school because he's blind, but I have to move schools. That shit don't make no, like, I grew up I homeschooled because my mom doesn't trust the system, but I know for a fact if you are an offender, they're gonna remove you from the school. That's not how this
Definitely.
works.
Definitely. I heard too that Cyrex was adult age when Blind Billy happened. Yeah, I didn't know their age up until now. Actually, that's even worse.
If that's the case, that's even worse. Even
It's even
worse.
It's even worse. This nigga was still in high school.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe that.
He never graduated either.
That's right. That's right. Wasn't he held back?
He was held back so long that he never graduated.
Oh, that's so sad.
That's not sad. That's on him. Screw him.
Well-
He non-con Blind Billy. He deserves everything that's coming to him.
I mean, like, yeah, I think when it comes to shit like that, you do kind of want some karmic justice, and it's really gross. But I think it's just sad that like when you look at people like Cyrax, or like, you know, just going back to Chris, a lot of this is, you can look at the parents and say, where did you fail here? You know what I mean? Because like Sally lets a lot of this happen, and she just doesn't care.
She got mad at Blind Billy for getting him expelled, and asked him like, why didn't he tell her about it first?
Uh-huh. Well, she probably just didn't want to deal
Bruh.
with the fact that he was expelled then permanently. It's
Permanently, yeah, but also this is the same woman who says that he's not even a PDF file.
right. Do you think that she I mean, like, because, well, I mean, she's not directly his grandmom. She is his grandmom, but she's not directly related. Do you think that she is suffering from some sort of delusions as well?
Probably, most likely.
Or I see, because I don't really know how to pin it. Because, like, I mean, like,
There was a Siri out there that Sally was keeping. No, not you, Siri. Sally. Siri activated. I don't know why.
wow.
No! Oh my lord.
You an
Alright, what do
Apple
you want?
user? You're a
Have it set up.
filthy Apple user?
Connect accept.
Shush. Also, before we continue, I have a small bone to pick with you.
Uh-oh.
Come here. Look me in the eye.
Okay.
You say you never used an iPhone, yet you say iPhones suck. You can't have an opinion on something you never used.
I know enough. I know. Ow, that actually hurt a lot. I know enough.
Whoops.
I know enough because my family all has them. I just don't like the UI.
I bought an iPhone because I got fed up with Android.
Uh-huh.
This is a whole nother rant on its own.
There we go.
Maybe we'll get to that. Maybe.
Maybe. Either today or another day.
Alright. The Blind Billy. That's pretty much the Blind Billy
Yeah.
Blind Billy special.
Oh gosh.
The Blind Billy special. That's
wouldn't-
what happened.
I wouldn't really call it a special, but yeah.
It's certainly not special. It's certainly special.
And not the way
One of
we
them is certainly special.
not the way we want. Alright, let's get the car and go back. But like the Blind Billy was just like one of the earlier instances that nobody found out about until after all of this happened. And
They just let
so
him go back to school they let him go back to school after the backflip incident. Oh yeah, we talked about the backflip incident.
what is the backflip incident?
Cyrax claims that remember when he according to one of the documentaries, it was the one where he supposedly split his head open.
Mm-hmm.
But what he did is that he backflipped, and then he got injured, and then he tried to blame it on the kids he was trying to show off to.
Mm-hmm.
So it
Where's
was
the
like the
car?
first sign of Chance Wilkins being Chance Wilkins. Hi,
Well,
baddies.
he's not Wilkins anymore. He's disowned that name. He's now like at
Art Zen.
Artzen. That's a weird last name. I mean, not to shame anybody. I had a weird last name before I changed it, but like that's weird.
Art Zen.
It's crazy. So he gets outed as a predator. Then doesn't Marty come again
That's the
like
Warthog.
sometime after that?
Yeah, he kind of stays around for quite a while.
Yeah.
He's trolling the crap out of old Raxo, and let's skip like a lot of this
Okay.
and go to March 3rd
This year?
of this year,
Okay. Oops.
6th anniversary of the Nintendo Switch, and also that same day.
Wait, was it really that day?
It was really that day.
That's funny.
March 3rd is the day that the fight actually happened. I didn't get to catch this live. But when I saw
I did.
it in the recommended, holy shit.
It was crazy.
I was laughing my head off, bro. It is the grit. Where'd you go?
I'm in the car.
Oh.
Warning. I picked up reports that the Covenant has
Wait,
located.
am I even going the wrong way?
Pillar of Autumn's
I think I'm going the
crash.
wrong way.
No, I think you go
News is the captain is still alive.
See?
that way is back to the rocks. There's like a
Yeah.
central area that we have to go back to.
Let's hurry and find the
Alright,
final lifeboat. Link up with the rest of the survivors.
Everyone remembers where they were.
Do you remember on March
On March
3rd? Oh, the
3rd,
game is
bro.
having issues.
Everybody.
What the heck
I
is the game
remember
doing?
on March 3rd. Hell yeah. I'm gonna crash into the rock probably.
Here, I'm gonna get into the. Oh gosh, there we go. Okay, I think this is in dead end here. I think, could be wrong.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. I was going the wrong way.
Okay. Excuse me.
The Music Biz Marty ordered an Airbnb next to Cyrax's house.
Was it directly next? Because I was under the assumption it was like a street away, basically.
Was it was definitely in front of Cyrax's backyard.
Okay.
And prior to this, of course, Chance Wilkins being Chance Wilkins tried to, for some reason, gaslight Marty into thinking that, like, he already canceled the Airbnb.
Right.
But like Cyrax did everything in his power, which isn't much at all, to oh.
Thank you, Cortana. Oh gosh.
Wish you were better on Windows 10, but thank you, Cortana. Where he tried everything. He got so angry. The amount of rage that this man had like spat out in that time span before and after. Ow. The amount of the span between, well, the amount of rage that this man like dished out was just immaculate. That was the most you would ever see him probably rage.
Well, wasn't this
actually
like after his Xbox got bricked and he was like, Marty, you need to race me, and then there was no racing, and Marty declared himself the king of Akron.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Cyrax's Xbox also got bricked.
Yeah. Which I'll be honest with you, if I don't, again, it's part of his gullibleness, but like I don't know why he thought it would be okay to just get a USB stick that a random guy that he is quote unquote friends with and just put it in. Yeah, who also turned out to be a troll, which is not surprising at all.
And
oof, that poor man.
MF Goon, friggin' Liquid Chris was there. I forgot to mention that Liquid Chris was inside, like returned that same year before he got beat up.
Was it the
But,
real
like,
Liquid?
I believe it was the real Liquid, because not many people know this apparently, but Liquid Chris is actually twins.
Yes.
Christopher and John Duckworth. So I believe Christopher went to be a cancer researcher, and John, he pursued his passion in music.
Right.
I believe the Liquid Chris we're dealing with I think it's Liquid, the Liquid Chris we're doing. What we see right now is Christopher Duckworth. But yeah, he's part of the Cyrax saga, and also a part of he and Marty. Oh yeah, Marty did race eventually after like a million times of Cyrax just being Cyrax and pulling out at the last friggin' minute.
Right.
And then he cheated.
Yeah. I think it was after Marty visited him though, wasn't it?
Yeah. March 3rd. Marty beat the shit. Whooped his ass.
Yes.
Marty whooped his ass. We got to catch it live.
Which is
Went
crazy.
to Airbnb and Cyrax showed up. Which nobody expected. Not even Marty himself expected.
Get aboard and let's get out of
He was just expecting to taunt him as he usually does.
Oh, we're going the wrong way. It's back that way. Our ship is here. Yeah. So he comes, and again, I think what's funny is like, you know, I watched recaps of the video, and it looks like he comes out of nowhere. He's like a demon. Okay, I'm getting off of this. Well, we don't need the car anymore. I think this is the end of the level.
The warthog. No.
So
I was going to name him Benny.
he comes, and Marty. I think Marty was very surprised. He didn't know what to. Oh, take a seat.
He was in he did that at the very moment.
Yeah.
Pretty sure he knows the goblin cheated at the racing game. Which sim did he actually play? Can't remember which sim they actually used. I
There's
think it
too
was
many
F1.
racing games. I don't know. Or like Chirax. Hello, Cerno. No, but
I
like
believe it was Chirax.
board the Covenant ship. Oh boy, here we go.
The enemy has captured Captain Keys and are
There was also, but yeah, the most recent, like, biggest event, second most recent, was March 3rd, where Music Biz Mighty whooped Cyrax's ass. And Cyrax, oh my lord, he was just coping the entire fucking time, bro. He was seething so hard. You ever seen any of his like streams? All he did was seethe and mauled. He's already bald enough, but he had to bald more.
Mm-hmm. I think the thing what's really crazy is, you know, the fight happens. Marty easily takes him down, and I think like what's funny is Marty. You kind of hear in him, he's just like. I think the thing that's kind of sad is after that, like Marty's like, yeah, you know what? I'm kind of done with this guy because this guy is dumb. I don't want to deal with this anymore.
He got really, yeah, this was around the time where he decided to get pretty sick of Cyrax. And that's, and then he moved on to White Bowser and then threw him out of, in the gutter.
He's moved on to a couple of other interesting people that I know nothing about or not interested in, but like, yeah, he's kind of moved on and it seems like he's still doing fine.
Yeah, and here Cyrax, you know, the latest that he ever got to like, the latest like stream ever got to like see Cyrax again. He was just annoying. Like,
yeah,
Cyrax was just unbearably and unusually way more annoying than usual.
Right. But you know, Marty beats him up, and for whatever reason, like Cyrax is like, yeah, Marty kicked my ass. So what? I still showed up.
It showed out.
And then like immediately afterwards, it's not even like a couple of days or weeks, he's just like, you want me to kick your ass like I did? And I'm just sitting here like, this guy is not gonna like that was the moment where I realized this guy legitimately does have a mental illness because he does not understand the world that he is around. He has no reality. And I don't know why. Like it must be some sort of mental disconnect, or Sally is lying to him or saying something to him. But
definitely enabling him.
Oh yeah, it's definitely enabling. But like I'm looking at this and I'm like, how is this okay? Why are you not like putting the foot down on things more than you should be? Because I know that like she has like some times in the past, but like she needs to headshot. She's just gonna die with this man screaming in her attic.
And Cyrax just not gonna have a home to go to.
Well, that's the thing that's most interesting is like, you know, she's had a couple scares with health, but once she does actually fade, where does he? Because like that's the thing that everybody always asks with Chris. Because with Chris, it's just like, oh, once Barb is dead, what happens to her? Well, now we know because people have decided to take on Chris because they like him and he's making them money. There's nobody like that for Cyrax. Nobody wants to take him on. Not even a troll would want that, because like if you take Cyrax on, even in a troll sense, people are gonna hate you because they don't want to see him make money or survive.
Oh.
So like he's probably just screwed.
Yeah. Then again, that's what we thought about Chris.
Well, yeah, but I feel like Chris, well, I mean, I say this, but Chris screwed around with his mom. But, like, I feel like enough people still like Chris to just, like, put aside the fact that he did what he did just to give him a home so that they can make money off of him. You can't make money off of Cyrax unless you're, like, trolling him.
Thanks, Praetor.
Yeah, the Praetors kind of just turned Chris into nothing but money. But, like, I don't know. I don't feel like people can... I don't feel like Cyrax is, like, worth it for people to take that on. Oh, gosh.
Oh.
I wonder if that's my... Because, like, I'm hosting.
Got a lag spike. Alright,
That's really weird, because I have great internet.
Probably. Mine's fine. Who knows?
Awesome. It'll fix itself eventually. Nice.
And if it doesn't...
Oh gosh.
I guess we're gonna have to... Lagging Halo while talking about Lolcows.
There we go. But anyway, so March 3rd comes and goes. He's just more delusional than ever, and the next big thing that kind of happens in his life is the arrest.
Eviction.
The eviction and then the arrest.
Probably should have said 3rd, because this is
right.
where Sally just started showing her true colors. the landlord, who happens to be named Karen,
Which is funny.
is pretty damn funny. All she wanted was Chance to be gone. Wanted Chance to be out.
Mm-hmm.
When you think of Daniel Larson, what don't I think of Daniel Larson? It's fucking insane, bro. I read his queer quotes.
I feel sad for somebody like him that he's just the way he is. It's like proof that the system is broken because of how Daniel Larson is now. Alright, I think we'll go that way.
It's also another thing that Daniel just didn't even want the help in the first place.
No. But like, it's one of those things where if somebody is as disturbed as he is, like, what do you do? Like, everybody's entitled to freedom. But like, at what point does your personal freedom, like that, like, that's the problem, is just like, I believe that that the government shouldn't get involved in your life pretty much ever, unless like you're threatening to hurt somebody physically. So like, when do you like cross that barrier? Because at some point people's rights are going to be infringed on in order to protect you from something like that. I don't know.
Who knows? I can't get it from here.
But no, so Sally is like told, you're gonna get evicted if you don't cut this out. And then quote unquote the internet gets cut, and yet Cyrax is still able. I think they cut the internet, yet he still knows how to connect. Because like, you can connect directly to the Wi-Fi if you like. There's some things that you can do to do that, and I don't think they knew that or whatever, but like,
Sally knows what she's doing. She lied about it.
you think so? You think that she just doesn't care?
She doesn't care. Here's the thing, how would Cyrax be able to mooch off another neighbor's Wi-Fi when, like, a lot of home routers out there have password protected? How would he be able to figure out the passwords?
No, I'm not disagreeing.
He's too dumb. We all know he's too dumb to add 2 + 2.
Yeah, you are not wrong.
There's no way he can just figure out a password like that. She might have lied about it because the only real condition, or like the only compromise that they eventually come to, was that Cyrax just needed to get off the internet.
Right.
Like, he needed to be off. Yeah, it's kind of sad that we never heard anything else from Karen about this, because I'm sure that she just really hates the situation.
I feel like it's gonna come up again eventually.
Yeah,
because
I think it was using the neighbor's Wi-Fi. I believe that's according to Sally. Oh no! Not these guys.
The hunters.
They're annoying. I hate hunters. They're so annoying and stupid.
One's down.
Yes,
Way
I'm
easier on
blind.
easy mode. Oh, good. Perfect. No way Cyrax is good enough to hack a neighbor's Wi-Fi? Exactly, there's not. No, I do think that, like, she just doesn't care a lot of the time.
I don't believe that the internet was cut off, and even if it was, definitely didn't last long because he was back on the internet.
Yeah, exactly. So that happens, the internet gets quote unquote cut. No, go ahead.
And then, June 25th, 2023.
It's really in June?
And a user. Yep.
Wow.
A person by the name of Aware Myself. He shows up at Cyrax's house just to go and protest against him. What would happen is that Cyrax, in a rare act of Cyrax, comes out with a bat. And what's funny is that he gets like a lot of his neighbors protesting against him too, which was like pretty unprecedented at the time.
So were there actually a lot of people outside at him? Because when I looked at the footage, I didn't really see a whole lot.
Not that many people, but there were definitely like people cheering from their homes. Neighbors were just the neighbors definitely didn't like him.
Right. Oh gosh. Give me that.
Bad. I'm lagging so hard.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why this lag is so bad.
Who turned on the lag switch?
Just give it a moment.
it
I mean, we
Cat?
are loading a new
I think
area.
it was Cat. Yeah.
Blame Cat for the bad Wi-Fi. Okay, Cat.
I think he did it. It's either that or me. But we need a scapegoat, so we're using Cat. Sorry, Cat.
Who's works, Cyrax or Mersh? Oh, do you know who Mersh is?
I don't think I know who Mersh is.
Oh, I'll tell you about him after this, because Mersh is a favorite of mine. I like him.
Oh my lord.
Okay, but
Alright.
let's finish
Cyrax
Cyrax
gets
first.
arrested later that day. Yeah, Cyrax later gets arrested that day for petty assault.
Mm-hmm.
I say petty assault because he only like hit the bat on him. It's like, Aware myself got a bruise, right? Got a small ass bruise right there.
From what I understand, he grabbed it,
there.
but he still got hit, basically.
He did still get hit. But you know, everybody knows that Cyrax can't fight to save his own life.
No, and that's part of the problem, because, like, I understand what Aware myself was doing. I don't necessarily approve of it, because, like, if you want Cyrax to go to jail, try and make it feel a little more believable, because, like, it didn't work. It didn't work in your favor at all, and it just I personally feel like it's gonna make it easier for him to fight back against that.
Thing was
Nice.
that his he got continuance after continuance. Another thing was Cyrax was only in jail for like 24 hours because Miss old Dumpy Sally had to bail her only begotten son out.
Mm-hmm.
The charges shouldn't have been dropped. Certainly,
I
think Marty mentioned this, but I think he mentioned that people just were kind of stupid for mentioning that, well, for like expecting like genuine jail time. Kind of wasn't. I didn't even know what it was expecting. I just was happy that he got arrested.
The problem.
I mean, it's not the first time he's ever gotten arrested in his life either.
The problem that I see when it comes to Cyrax is, again, I do feel like with the amount of, I do feel like the trolling definitely hurt his charges, because when you have the amount of people that make fun of him or work him up, there is gonna be the cops are gonna be like, okay, this feels like it's unjust. I don't know, because like with the amount of people that you have today that are,
prosecutor could easily like claim that, oh, this was like staged or something. It was set up to be that way.
maybe, I don't know, but like from my experience in the law field, which is limited because I was just a security guard that worked with police officers, but from my limited experience, when it comes to wanting to put people in jail, they really wanna actually enjoy doing it. Like they're not gonna do people that they don't feel like would look good. I don't know. They want to make themselves look good while also like following the law. And I feel like
Akron PD's also sick of him too, so I'm sure that they were
I
were
don't know.
laughing. They were laughing about,
they were laughing,
about
yeah.
him.
I
They were
agree.
laughing. They're sick of him.
They are
They
indeed.
got him sick of him, bro.
I do not disagree. Hey, look, this is where we were.
Yeah.
I do not disagree there. I think the problem is just when you have a situation that involves internet personalities, famous or not. 'Cause I don't count Cyrax as famous. I count him as very infamous. But when you have situations like that, I feel like the police have to do things differently, unfortunately, and that's why I feel like he was let go. I think also, like, they mentioned that a bunch of people were calling the courthouse and bothering them, and it's just like, that's one of those things that's going to just,
damn it.
like, when you have people that are bothering the courthouse and stuff like that, that's going to mess things up a lot.
I also feel bad for the Akron PD because they gotta deal with a guy just constantly calling them.
I thought he wasn't going to be calling them anymore.
Probably won't.
He says he hates them so
Definitely thinks
much.
that definitely thinks that definitely thinks for some reason that there is a or like the police were conspiring with the trolls, or he definitely also thinks that he just has a good enough lawyer to take anybody he deems worthy enough to face him in court.
Well, doesn't he know now that his lawyer doesn't actually have any power? Because I think he said in a recent video, he's like, oh, my lawyer can't do anything. My lawyer said that I have to drop this because... Or I can't remember exactly what he said, but he was basically like, my lawyer can't do anything.
Doesn't stop him from lying.
You know.
I mean, he's most likely said that, yeah. He's probably said that just to, like, guilt trip people into, like, feeling bad for him.
Yeah.
Cause, like, oh my lord. This used to not happen as fast, but Cyrex has gotten... But Cyrex is turned into the definition of a very moody very moody teen. He's like threatening and on top of the world one day, and then he just gets all sad with the literal next stream.
Yeah.
Like the time, like the latest time where his stepdad, remember, because it's like disowned him like for the second time in his life. Cyrex's stepdad just disowned him. Hence the thumbnail entitled like a goblin god and the man who got disowned twice.
Another Acerthorn. Acerthorn's another funny one, but I don't know too much about him. All I know is what I've seen from Jim. No, but...
Jupiter the hybrid.
Huh?
Jupiter the hybrid.
Oh, that's another interesting one. That's like a lesser known looking one. I know a lot of the weird big ones. But... no, but he gets arrested and then it's dropped. Because there's a lot, I feel like there's just too many factors, and Akron just didn't want to deal with it. And then, of course, Aware of myself is like, oh, I don't really feel like going. It's rough for me. I feel like that right there is what legitimately got it thrown out in the end, because he was just like, oh, guys, it's just so hard for me to go deal with this. And just like, yeah, I get it. Court sucks, but that's what you take upon the responsibility of. When you
got himself into this.
Yeah, like when you...
I'm still like kind of salty and aware of myself because at the very least you could have... That was the one chance to actually show Cyrex some consequences and fumbled the bag right then and there.
I don't know, like, if I remember, like, if he was correct in saying that they were just thinking about dropping it because of the sentence, maybe it wouldn't have stood up, but I think he should have, like, not said, guys, I'm gonna drop this, or I'm feeling like dropping this. That was the worst thing you can say ever, because then you can take that to the DA, and they're like, alright, this guy is not serious anymore, we're just gonna drop it.
And that's what happened, and then, of course, Cyrex claims that is a victory, like Chris Chan claims their charges being dropped.
Yeah, dropping charges is not a victory.
No, it isn't a... These two are stupid.
Oh, man. No, but after that, like, you know, the thing that's crazy is Cyrex hasn't really done a whole lot recently. Like, the only people that are really keeping him alive right now is CVG, because he's the only one that's really doing shit. Yeah, well, Emberboy's more not just like an archive channel, but like...
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the only ones that are really doing anything. Because, like, again, Marty's kind of just like, nah, I'm done with this. Don't really care anymore. And I feel like, you know, with him stepping away, I feel like the only... Unless somebody does something, like, illegal. Like, if somebody does something... I feel like that's the next big step, is for somebody to do something genuinely illegal to... Because, like, the problem with Lolcows is you can only do so much... for them.
Before you go extreme.
Yeah, and that's the thing that's like really sad is like that the next step is somebody's just gonna do something stupid, like genuinely stupid. Excuse me. I mean, technically, some people have broken the law. When it came to the Xbox thing, because like he lost his Xbox account, and now he can't use it anymore.
CVG, I believe it was CVG who hacked into his Xbox as recently as like 2 days ago now.
I remember messaging you about it, but like, because like that's the next step, and doing stuff that's illegal, obviously doing illegal stuff I don't condone. Like even with stuff like this, is just like, if you have to break the law in order to get somebody that you hate away, you might need to rethink it, because I don't know, man. Like, I understand he's a predator, and I think that, like, karmic justice is deserved against people like that. However, don't break the law in order to get it, because that's...
Can't fight crime by becoming a criminal.
Yeah,
as Batman once said.
It's it's not going to get the results you want. And in fact, all it's going to do is make the cops hate you more. Because I think some of the cops are just resentful towards the trolls because, like, it's giving them paper. Like, here's what I'll tell you. As somebody who's worked with cops and has done cop work, the worst thing a cop can do is paperwork. If you force a cop to do paperwork, they hate you. It doesn't matter who you are or what you're doing. So I feel like when it comes to Akron PD, they probably hate the trolls because it's just like, this is too much work for me. And I don't get enough appreciation. I don't know. But I just think it's unfortunate because, like, everything that revolves around Cyrax revolves around the next high of seeing what he does. And I feel like it's evolving to the point where people are going to start doing worse and worse shit until it explodes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just like with Isabella Loretta Janke.
Oh gosh, don't mention that name. I don't want that name to, like, see that person has actual power. I don't want their name on my channel.
I don't think, as far as I know, I don't think she has that much actual power anymore.
You don't think so?
Everybody hates her guts. Kidding me? As soon as Chris went to jail, she lost like all of that.
Oh, this is a cutscene. I didn't mean to activate the cutscene.
It also has been like deconfirmed that Miss Isabella Jank, Isabella Jank, she wasn't actually behind or like influencing Chris to Conky Dong Barb.
It wasn't her.
It was kind of on Chris's own due.
Well,
it was Chris's own doing.
Well, I never really said that she was the whole reason. My whole thing is, I feel like she heavily encouraged it and pushed it on.
I believe those rumors were... I believe that was proven false.
Was it proven false?
I believe that was proven false.
Okay.
Because all she wanted to do was... Chris to do was just, game end.
Well, yeah, that I do know. But beyond
she wanted
that...
to be the greatest troll in Christery.
Right.
By being the final troll in Christery.
Right.
And the only way to do that is to off the one you're trolling.
I find that stuff so dumb. It's so dumb.
It is stupid. So stupid.
But, I don't know. Like, where do you feel like Cyrax... Because, like, I feel like we've talked about most of the Cyrax verse. Where do you feel like it goes from here?
Cyrax. Nothing much is probably not gonna happen. Aside from, like, the fact that he, like, challenged his stepdad. He challenged Gordon Wilkins to, like, a fight in April. That in the next stream, like, 10, 20, probably an hour after, or, like, 12 seconds later, he just said, "You ain't worth it." What? He pulled out faster than ever before. That was like probably the shortest he ever pulled out of a fight.
Yeah.
And he himself challenged somebody to do it. So, current time, he's just being Cyrax.
Just kind of meandering around.
He's getting caught trying to groom more of those childrens that he seems to love so much.
So he was caught again?
Yep. As recently as like probably like this month, where he pulled a 14-year-old from Fortnite to Discord DMs. So that's probably the reason why CVG decided to just go gung ho and like hack his Xbox Live account. Because he was playing. Because it's like no more Fortnite.
Yeah,
no more Fortnite.
I am interested to, because like
for him.
Again, I don't condone illegal behavior, but I am interested to, like, if he's doing this, if he does find something, I hope he at least shows it. I don't know. It's just...
Oh, well. He also got banned from Kick again for the 15 billionth time this week.
Yeah, you know what's funny is Cyrax
is banned faster than Nintendo sending out cease and desist letters.
Cyrax is the only one I know that's really been banned from Kick. because Kick is a platform that nobody I've ever really seen besides him get banned from. Ooh.
Yeah.
Let's see, there's a few
You
of
know,
these
Kick is Kick.
chambers. Get up, soldier. He might be
Where
dead.
is he? There it is. Where's the captain? He's in one of these.
He's
Can't
in
remember.
either this room or the next one.
That's not the
Cyrex need to be
captain.
in prison. Well, here's what I'll say. I don't disagree. I do think that he should have something happen to him. But unfortunately,
I
you
wish-
need a victim, and I don't want to wish a victim on that.
I wish they did it the Chris
Wrong way.
Hansen way in a way. I wish they used Chris Hansen's methods because what he did was work with law enforcement.
Right.
A lot of things nowadays for a lot of PDFs on the internet do the one thing that they probably it's like they always seem to forget. That they kind of need to work with law enforcement in order for them to actually receive any sort of punishment.
Right.
Because at this point, a lot of things seem like they're doing it for clout.
Oh, it definitely does. Oh, I found him.
And because of this,
It reloads.
well, these creeps continue to walk free. It sucks.
Yeah, it does suck. It's the captain.
Things would be a lot easier, and then Cyrex would actually be in prison. Probably
Right.
a Lauren Armstrong type of situation. One problem with trying to get Cyrax to meet a victim somewhere
Is he can't
is
drive.
that he doesn't go outside.
Yeah. Oh, hi there. Game, do not disconnect me. Game, do not disconnect me.
It's just catfish. So he strangled her.
There we go.
Where am I going? I'm over here. Uh-oh.
Alright.
God damn it.
Now we gotta protect
I
him.
don't know if you heard any of what I said.
I think it cut over there for a moment. I don't know why.
Ask your homie if you know. Do you know Rupel Marks?
Oh gosh.
We want to talk about Rupel Marks. Man's a trans woman.
I mean, that's all I really know is that Cyrex is kind of following Rupel. Rupel decided to become a woman. That's all I really know. I'll be honest with you. I don't feel like a lot of people are focusing on Rupel because it's not that interesting. But
Not that. Yeah, he's not that interesting. But yeah, that's pretty much. That's the Cyrax story. We could go in a lot. There's such a fuck ton, but we need to move on.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I think
Alright, your turn.
it's just closing out with Cyrex. He's lost a lot of interest with a lot of again, people are gonna do crazy things. Like when CVG did that, I was like, all right, that's the stage that you're moving in. Because if Marty's tired of him and moving on, he must just not be that interesting. But I feel like I don't know. Cyrex is just gonna still meander about doing what he's doing, and people can still make fun of him and poke at him for basically ever, and there's nothing he can do to really stop it.
Till one of those diseases that he probably has kills him.
One.
But at least one of them. The head scabs could get him.
Yeah.
Shut up and get behind me, sir.
All right. I'll talk about Mersh now. Mersh is a funny case. So, thank you, Cerno, for reminding me about Mersh, because he's amazing. So, now that is not actually his name. His actual first name is, oh shoot, what is his first name? I'm trying to think about it. Michael. His name is Michael. So Mersh was homeless for a good portion of his life because of how he grew up. I don't know a lot about his parents. I don't think he knows a lot about his parents either. But he was basically homeless for a large portion of his early adult life. He wanted to be a comedian. He started out as a very, very basic comedian, going to bars and dives and trying to tell jokes that everybody has already heard before. and like just a lot of his early life was homelessness mixed with trying to be a comedian. And eventually it led him to starting a far right podcast with a Cuban friend of his called Revenge of the Cis.
Oh,
Like
no.
CIS,
It's never
Revenge
good
of
when
the
you-
Cis.
Oh no, it's never good when you bring the politics.
I know, it was really good. Really, really good. It was really funny. Because the thing is, you know, I think he really, the thing about him is he really wants to be famous. Like a lot of his life is just trying to
That's
prove
an
to
energy
people.
sword.
Can we pick up swords? I don't think we can pick them up in this first game, sadly.
You can't pick them. You can't pick them up in CE.
Sad. No, but like his whole life is trying to tell other people that he actually can make it and that he's worth it. Because like when he was young and he was homeless, he really wanted to be a comedian, so he tried to tell the world, just you wait, I'll be the famous comedian one day. And then he gets this podcast and he's doing this with his friends, and he's like, just you wait, we'll be more famous than all of the other people that do podcasts and stuff. And like after the longest of time, because like he's been doing this for many, many, many years, he's not really gotten anywhere. Like he's got a decent following. He's got more of a following than me, so that if he had less of a following than me, that would be really sad. But he's got more of a following than me. I think he's got a Rumble exclusive contract for right now. I don't know if they're gonna redo, because like their re-signs are coming up, and
See?
so I'm not entirely sure if he'll get a re-sign, but I do know that like he's on Rumble right now. He's got something exclusive going on, but like he's just meandered for the longest time, and his whole thing is like this hate quest of, I will prove to my haters that I am actually successful. The problem is he has to constantly beg and grift for money. Like
My lord.
like constantly he's like, guys, my cat's sick. Actually, he's got two cats. Like, guys, can I get a Mersh voice? No, I can't do it. He's got like this really gravelly smoker voice that you just can hear as somebody who smokes a whole lot. But like he's got this really gravelly voice. He's like, my cats, guys, I need some cash. I'm here doing some extra streams just for you, but you need to donate, because otherwise these cats, he's like, don't make me go back and live on the street, man. Don't make me go stay with my ex-girlfriend while she's banging her new boyfriend. Come on, don't make me feel that depressed on the inside. And it's just a lot of
Don't let him get cut that hard.
it's a lot of guilt tripping and a lot of a lot of grifting. Is a good word I'll use here. But he does a lot of grifting while trying to get his audience to give him money. Sometimes it works. Now, okay, I gotta tell this story. Like when he was still homeless, because he was homeless for quite a long time. One of the things that he tried to do, and this is when I think it was Indiegogo. It was Indiegogo or one of the other sites. But he wanted a car, and he told he like was on Facebook. This was like when he was still on Facebook and stuff. But he told people on Facebook, "Hey guys, help me buy a car," and he like put up a goal for like $5,000. I think it was like 15. No, it was 1,500 or 5. It was like $3,000 to $5,000. Basically begging, buy me a car, help me buy a car. And his whole thing was just, if you help me buy this car, I promise to break the cycle of dysfunction, get off the streets, get my shit together, and become a successful comedian. Well, he gets the car. He actually gets it funded, because yay, his friends, because they are basically his friends, and maybe some of his audience members like him enough to, you know, help him out there, get him a car, all that stuff. Oh, there's the warhog. So they get him his car. Do you want to take a guess at what happens to his car?
What happens to his car? Did it break down?
No. He totals it and gets a DUI because he decides to start drinking and driving with it.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, I'm not even
You
joking.
gotta be joking.
No, this
You
man,
gotta be joking.
after begging
Come
for
on.
6 weeks, guys, buy me a car. Guys, buy me a car. He ends up crashing it. And that if it were just that,
For fuck's sake.
it would suck. It would be horrible. But it'd be like, this feels like par for the course. I think we get out here. But the thing that's really baffling is he set up another donation for like 3 times the amount of money, saying, yeah, you know what happened, I screwed up. Basically saying, don't want to talk about it, just give me money. Basically, help me get another car.
You gotta be joking. What was he gonna, like, how much was he asking for?
I think it was like $5,000. I think it was like $5,000 for this new car.
Huh.
And
He's not an EV type guy.
And the thing that's funny is, one of the things you could get, and I have to censor this because we're on YouTube here. One of the things that you could get from him as a perk, because, like, you know, you have like pay perks and stuff like that. One of the perks you could get was the bracelet that he had while he was on Sudoku watch.
Oh no.
So, like, he had to go to the hospital because he was having those bad thoughts, and he decided that he would offer this as a thing you could get. It's like, yeah, you can have my my Sudoku bracelet if you decide to pay me a certain amount of money. And I hope this spells the kind of character this man is. It's just
Oh no.
absolutely amazing.
No. Oh my lord.
And it's just like, that's basically his whole character. Like, he's not a, like, he is a bit of a scumbag. He treats women like trash and all that stuff, and people don't like him for that reason. But, like, he's not anything. That's the problem, is, like, he's funny, but he's not that funny. He's like a Lolcow, but he's not that interesting to stay interested in. Because, like he was really interesting for a little while when Mr. Medicare Jim was, like, looking into him. But, like, he's not really that interesting anymore. He just basically does the exact same thing every day. He's like, oh, guys, we gotta beat the trolls, man. The sooner that you guys donate, the sooner these guys are gonna end it all, because I'm winning.
Dead.
And
Take their shit.
and so, like, he's just perpetually on this, like, this grind to get as much money from his fans as possible, and it's just so bad. I don't think we can take the car any further, sadly. But
I'll figure it out.
Oh,
I think I figured it out.
Did you really?
You would think. Let's try. Experimentation, kids. It's experimentation. We're on Bill 9 now.
Well, there's a big tree here, so
I'll be fine. We'll squeeze through it.
that's Mersh. Mersh is
he
beautiful.
sounds like a upstanding guy who doesn't have anything wrong with him. Oh my lord, you gotta be joking.
Like I said, he's not a predator. He's just an asshole. That like he's like, literally, if a homeless person was able to get off the street and they were super duper entitled, that's Mersh. That's Mersh.
Damn it.
Oh, did you try to get?
I almost got it through.
And before Mersh gets hit with
goodbye, Warthog.
chargebacks, I'm pretty sure he has. I don't know that for sure, but I wouldn't be surprised if he has been hit with chargebacks.
Yeah, probably. And he's gonna be begging that his account was overdrafted.
Probably something like that. Give me that. So I didn't spend a lot of time on Mersh because he doesn't really have a lot of interesting history. So I can talk about another guy if you want.
We got Boogie, actually.
Yeah,
This
well,
stupid documentary that I never got around to watching.
yeah, we can talk about Boogie for a little bit. I don't know a lot about Boogie, basically at all, because, like, he just looked like another fat man, Lolcow, that was just likes to blame everybody else for his problems.
I mean, he wasn't at first he wasn't like that. He used to be a very well-respected man in the YouTube community. He was considered one of the nicest people you could ever meet.
Mm-hmm.
But something happened, and after he got his divorce, he just started being a quitter.
Uh-huh.
I'd say he's more pathetic than Wings of Redemption.
Well, I know
but
Rings
he's
of Redemption. Rings of Redemption. No, I know
He's
Wings.
Rings of Redemption.
Wings is very pathetic, but I feel like he definitely has the capacity to do good, and the fact that he's like actually doing a podcast right now is like, I mean, they're both doing a one.
I'm doing a podcast right now.
Yeah, Buggy's the king of self-loathing. Mm-hmm.
He is. This guy does not know when to stop. He does not know when to like quit hating himself for like 5 seconds of his goddamn life.
You
He's
know.
dating a 20-year-old woman who didn't even have a father growing up.
Yeah, that was always because like obviously she's 18, so like, or at least over the age.
She's
So-
20.
So you can't really get mad at him, but like, I find it funny that a lot of people were like upset, like, oh, why are you dating her? It's just like, obviously he likes her or whatever. But it is kind of weird, that's how he's approaching it.
I
Oh,
don't
those are
know, people
overshields.
think-
Beautiful,
I don't
delicious.
know. See, I think. Excuse me. People just it's speculated that he's, which I mean is most likely that he's just kind of, since she is 20 and she doesn't know any better, he's got another he has a woman in his life that he could like manipulate.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that it is a manipulative thing for him?
I don't know, but he definitely embarrasses himself for he's like 49 years old. He's definitely dating somebody not in his age range.
No, yeah, that is
It's- I
definitely
mean,
weird.
It's whatever. As long as they're an adult, I could give less of a fuck.
Right.
But also,
As long as they're
it's more how
18.
he acts and around her making jokes about her age when about her age. It's super weird. Oh, how many jokes does he make about her age?
I don't pay attention to him, so I would not know, but I would not be surprised.
Another thing he's infamous for.
All right, now let's
Have
head
you
back.
heard of a YouTuber who, my girlfriend is so young she doesn't even know what a payphone is.
Oh gosh,
I'm
he makes
literally,
those
like-
kinds of jokes.
I'm 2 years older than him. I'm 22. I know what a payphone is. I've seen one before. I've seen one before in real life.
See,
No,
I don't
hate it.
know.
I hate it when a lot of like millennials or like like Gen X's are like, oh, you Zoomers don't know certain things, or like you weren't alive when CDs were around, like Cyrax did. And I was like, yes, I was.
Right.
They were like the thing in the early 2000s. I was a child, but I certainly remember like playing a few Kids Bop CDs. I hated Kids Bop, but at least remember the CDs.
Oh gosh, I remember. Excuse me, I swallowed. I remember Kids Bop. That shit bopped.
Then Bop. I wanted to listen to what
Going the
kind
right
of
way.
music was I even listening to? I wanted to listen to Monster Cat.
Oh gosh, Monster Cat. I remember Monster Cat.
Those were the days.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I hate it when adults just tend to be very patronizing towards their younger generations, as if we don't know
Yeah.
like, the stuff evolved.
Bring back
And the
cassette
internet is
tapes.
just so vast, we can just go look the shit up for ourselves. The vinyls resurfaced. We
Yeah.
definitely are gonna know a lot more about vinyls compared to. Oh no! I think I turned on the lag switch.
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that.
My
It's
stream
very
disconnected
random.
for a hot second.
At least you're connected back now.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm ready to attack. Whatever happened, tell me.
Mm,
I'm quick. What happened?
Nothing much. We killed things. It was cool.
Oh. Oh. In those 5 seconds, I don't remember them.
I don't want to bring back
It's like
cassette
I
tapes.
don't want to bring back cassette tapes.
No, cassette tapes were too much mess. Oh dear.
I kind of want to see a resurface of CDs. Ah,
Maybe we'll see. I don't know.
oh no, please. Cause the first, well, the only CD was the one game that came out in 1999.
Mm-hmm.
So, happens to be one of my favorite racing games ever. Because the soundtrack is a banger. It's called Ridge Racer Type 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming.
Oh dear.
They can wait. They can wait. I'm gaming.
I am back in the
This
Warthog, by the
lag
way.
spike is going to be the death of us. Let's go back to Boogie.
Awesome. So tell me a little bit about
Seeing his
him then.
downfall is he like a lot of other of those overweight people did a weight loss journey.
Of course,
and
they all do.
He fumbled the bag.
All of them do.
It's like, yeah, a lot of them you end up Lolcows do.
Mm-hmm.
Wings, Amberlyn Reed, which
She's boring now. There's nothing
Amberlyn
interesting
Reed
going
is
on
a
with
whole
her.
nother breed.
She is like not interesting at
She's
all.
a whole nother breed of.
Like she was interesting when she was like doing
Yeah, I
things, but
think
she's not
after
doing anything
she-
now.
Broke up with Becky.
Mm-hmm. Same with what's the other girl cow?
Yeah, he did that at one point, and when he got his Foodie Beauty,
Yeah, Foodie Beauty.
I believe it was Foodie Beauty.
Okay.
Yeah. Those two are pathetic. But Boogie, one of the things that I remember Boogie doing was when he did actually kind of he did do pretty well, and he got the weight loss surgery, and that's actually when he got the divorce.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think it's like after he got divorced, that's when he really just started falling off the deep end, bro. Like he just couldn't get over his wife for a while, and he was like, he would sometimes like call her just to talk, just to hear her voice or something. It's just he missed her.
So
He
do you-
definitely missed her, and the divorce was just so heavy. It was just sad to see.
Do you think that his divorce is kind of what spiraled him down into where he is today?
Probably, yeah, no, most likely.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't take it well.
Oh my goodness. When might have to be done after this if it's getting
thing.
this bad?
Another very infamous incident. Yeah. Still want to chat though. Be nice.
Mm. I can chat for
So,
about another half hour after the
Chat
hour.
about Lolcows on this stream.
I am stuck
That's
in the air.
fine. If man, our bandlists are not being very nice to us today.
Oh gosh.
Not very nice.
I don't know where it's coming from, but wow, it is being very chunky right now. Moo? Moo.
Oh, yeah. Moo. Moo. I'm not a cow.
No. I don't know. I would consider, like, anybody that's on the internet to can fall into that category. Because of people that laugh at them. Lol bulls?
Yeah.
I don't know what you mean by
Lolballs.
that.
Lol bulls. That's well, they're dead. Bulls are big.
Who wants beef? We want the Kobe beef.
Do it very not well done. Medium rare.
Medium rare.
Actually, no, just do it raw. Just give it to me raw.
You want it raw? I mean, you can eat the meat raw as long as you cut off the outside.
Yeah, go raw, no protection. No protection.
Nice.
All
Japanese
right,
steak? I
let's
heard
get
that's
to
good.
one of his famous. Never tried Japanese steak. Let's talk about one of his famous incidents.
Nice.
The time that somebody showed up to his house and he
Oh
he
yeah.
threatened them with a gun. What
Yeah,
happened
yeah.
was Frank Hassel is a guy who was just, I don't know, he was just a troll.
He's an infamous
Frank
troll.
Hassel is a troll. It's a very infamous troll. And what he did was he showed up to Boogie's house. And the fact he showed up to Boogie's house just to mess with him.
Mm-hmm.
Because those two were having a bat at each other. What Boogie did was come outside and he fired a warning shot.
Right.
He turned himself. I believe he turned himself in after that incident happened.
Mm-hmm.
But Steven himself, which is his real name, he was charged with attempted murder, I believe.
See, yeah, that's the problem is, and I think a lot of stupid people, think that you can just fire a warning shot. Chat, you cannot fire a warning shot. If you take out a firearm, you better be prepared to use it, because if not, you can be charged with reckless discharge, which is basically saying that you're recklessly discharging the weapon without the regard of human life, and that is a crime, because if you kill somebody, you can be charged with murder.
Yeah. So funny thing. Oh my lord.
Did you die?
Funny thing. He actually lied about what his sentencing was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I fell off.
Oof.
Yeah, the funny thing is that he lied about what his sentencing was in the first place, and then he later revealed, like months later, that he's a convicted felon. So that's fun.
Yep.
It's like, you think he lies about a lot of shit.
He does.
All right, that guy is liar, pants on fire. But you think he wouldn't lie about that? You would think he'd lie. He didn't. You would think he wouldn't lie about that, right?
Well,
He shot directly. He shot it directly in the. Which was the worst place to shoot the bullet? He shot in the air, yeah. So he could have probably like injured someone with a stray bullet. So yeah, he's a convicted felon. And in the documentary, I remember seeing a clip where he was attempting to try to get a job, and my God, I think he might have intentionally tried to like not get a job, because he fumbled the interview pretty hard. If you ever watched that clip, you'd know that, my God, he's just not good in general. He's just bad.
Mm-hmm.
He failed at life.
I think it's
It's like, you think that a guy that's pretty wholesome would just turn into a very toxic guy.
Well, see,
And as it turned out, he's apparently the reason why a prostitute quit sex work.
what's funny is you say a wholesome person wouldn't turn out to be like that, but there are so many people. I can just think of one quick example: the completionist. You know, there's a lot of people that end up just turning into scumbags or just horrible people after after like years of like, oh, they're wholesome, they're cool. No, there's nothing wrong with them, and it's just like more and more people that we used to respect or watch are turning into just this, and it's just like, who's left that is actually nice? Who are we talking about? We're talking about Boogie right now.
I'm back.
Yep.
I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, I think we just all need to learn a lesson that YouTubers just aren't perfect.
Well, it's like Hollywood. Hollywood
You wanna
people
know
are
a
horrible
guy-
too.
Guy who is. Yeah, you want to know a guy who is pretty wholesome? Scott the Waz. He's a pretty wholesome guy.
I know
Probably
nothing
gonna eat
about
my
him.
words in like 5 years, but he's kind of like. Never heard of Scott the Waz?
Well, I know of him. I just don't watch his
Oh my
stuff.
lord. He's funny.
Mm-hmm.
He's very funny. I've taken from the way that I make videos.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I've taken quite a bit of inspiration from him. But anywho, so yeah, that's to sum up Boogie, the guy who was wholesome and then he wasn't.
Mm-hmm. Haven't heard scandals about anything bad in about Chugga. Well, I feel like Chugga. I believe Chugga also has autism. I mean, I think he admitted it earlier and then recanted that. I think he's got something small going on with him. I don't think he'll ever have. I don't think he'll have anything wrong with him. I think he's still single. Which, the thing that I've noticed is that the guys that are single, it's a 50-50. They're just wholesome and alone, and everybody likes them, or they're alone and not wholesome, and everything sucks. But no, I think Chugga Conroy's just fine. I mean, like, there's still a lot of people that are good. The problem is, like, with how many scandals are happening. I made this comment the other day on the podcast. Out of everybody that was in the normal boots, at least the original normal boots, JonTron is the only guy that made it out alive.
Yeah.
He's like living his best life. You know, like Pro Jared had a sexting scandal. The completionist was doing that. It's just crazy.
I mean, not everybody thinks his politics is that great, but it's doing fine.
Oh, when it comes to his politics, I think he was just being stupid. I think he was totally unprepared for what he was arguing, and he shouldn't have done it because he's not a politician.
Yeah.
Because he had,
Neither am I.
like, it is very obvious he had no idea what he was talking about.
Definitely. But other than that, he's fine. Fine guy. What a nice creator. I sure hope he doesn't do anything bad.
Who, JonTron? I think he's gonna be fine. He just got married.
Or quite literally any creator. Any creator ever.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what a nice man. I sure hope he doesn't do something bad. It'd be terrible. Oh. He's invisible. Come here. Come here, you invisible boy.
Get on the
There's a
ship.
bomb over there. Oh. He was shooting me.
Whee! JonTron's removal from ukulele was stupid. It was stupid. But I think it's one of those things where it's unfortunate, but people I think that, like, maybe it was the wake up call. I don't know.
Maybe.
There's a new Garfield movie in 2024 with Chris Pratt as. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. He's just Chris Pratt.
Yeah. Chris Pratt is like the new everything guy.
It's like a lot of people just seem to like Chris Pratt. It's like, wow, we like this guy. Nintendo's like, wow. Miyamoto Shigeru, he was like, wow, I like this guy. And then freaking now we got is the author of Garfield like seeing like the project?
I have no
anything?
idea.
Because they are. He's probably also like, oh, I like this guy.
Mm-hmm. We expected Chris Pratt as Mario to be awful, but it was pretty good. Oh yeah, I think people like shit on Chris Pratt for a while. And I don't think any of it was
Definitely.
really deserved, but like he did a good job.
I don't know if anybody noticed his subtle New York accent there.
Yeah, he did a good job at that.
It's like, wow, he did something. Can't say that for Yong Ya.
For who?
Yong Ya.
Oh, is that the guy that did the voice acting for that remake?
For what remake?
I don't know. Who is he?
Yeah, Yonya. He was his one of his known voice roles is Poochie from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. But
Okay.
he's a YouTuber and a voice actor who recently landed the role of Kiryu Kazuma from Yakuza Like a
Yeah.
Dragon series.
Isn't he the one that everybody's like, oh, his voice actually sucks, and everybody's hitting on him or something?
Yeah, and he doesn't fit the character, and how he handled it, and how he handled the backlash was just he shouldn't have handled the backlash how he is.
Yeah.
I think he's a good voice actor. It's just it was a miscast.
Yeah, I think unfortunately, here's what I'll say. Voice actors have gone down in quality a lot recently, and this is just me, my own personal take, and I think a lot of people know this, but like if you're some sort of person in media, you shouldn't be political because your opinions can affect change, and so you shouldn't be talking about things that you obviously don't have a good opinion. Like a lot of them just like have bad takes and don't know what they're talking about, and then they end up like trying to change things, and it's just like, shut up, let people do
Right.
what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Very much so out of touch, like, you know, every celebrity in Hollywood ever. I killed 1,000 jackals!
Nice. No, but I saw him handle that very poorly.
Yeah, he didn't handle it too well. I did try the English dub of Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, and he's just...
Didn't work.
It didn't work. And his performance is actually kind of overwhelming. He didn't fit the character. It's funny because the original voice actor for Kiryu in the PS2 Yakuza game, which was like Yakuza 1 for PS2, he came back to reprise his role in 7 Like a Dragon. But then he didn't come back for Like a Dragon, the man who was racist.
Mm-hmm.
Like a Dragon got in the man who erased his name, not the man who was racist. Although,
I see what you did there.
I would also like to see a sequel. I would also like to see. Well, I can't wait for the sequel, Like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who keeps insisting that he's not who you say, he's not who you think he is.
Mm-hmm. I put 2 extra bullets in him. Well, yeah, I had to make sure he was dead. That's how it works,
Can't be
chat.
too sure. Can't be too sure. Put an extra couple of bullets in there.
Yeah.
There we go.
I think we'll make this the last level.
Bet.
No. Trying to think. Okay.
I don't want to talk about Lolcows anymore. You want to talk about tech?
I am not the most smart when it comes to tech, but we can.
Yeah. We can go back to the whole Apple device thing if you want to.
I mean, my opinion is just my opinion on it. It's kind of half baked, and it's kind of just spite, but still, it's my opinion.
Are you in like one of those believers that Apple like intentionally like tries to nuke your phone to get you to buy the next one?
I mean, that's all phone carriers. All phone carriers try and make your phone obsolete within a couple years of use.
Okay, I can explain a lot about that. A fuck ton about that.
There you go.
Because the funny thing is that out of every phone that gets like software updates, the iPhone is like the most supported phone. Dating the iPhone 5S has infamously gotten iOS 12 like 6 years after its initial release in 2013. And the reason why like a lot of Android phones, well, actually I don't even really truly know the reason why a lot of Android phones just don't get like software support. But like they tend not to get software support, and that's happened for years. Like the S9, the Samsung Galaxy S9 is infamously just gotten only like 2 years of software support and then there. Oh no, they're gonna blow it up. Steal that.
So,
Steal that. Get it.
My mod says that there was actually a lawsuit over that and that it has been confirmed by them.
Well, that's a funny thing. There was the lawsuit was regarding the fact that Apple didn't tell anyone
Right.
that their iPhone batteries were bad. Chemistry says that batteries degrade over time. So what Apple did was release a patch for certain phones that had like terrible batteries, well, terrible aging batteries to slow down their performance so that it wouldn't kill their batteries any faster.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the problem was they didn't tell anyone about it. So they faced the class action lawsuit for that. But yeah, they confirmed they slow down phones, but the reason was, well,
My Warframe aim is slowing.
but yeah, there was a reason for that.
Shut up, chat. My Warframe aim is showing this because I play in third.
Third person.
Yeah.
I don't mind third person.
It's in the
Do a
same
lot of
vein.
things in third person.
It's in the same vein of Seagate, where they purposely designed their hard drives to fail after 18 months. I do remember
It's a
hearing
good thing I
that.
never found. It's a good thing I never bought a Seagate hard drive in my life. I prefer Western Digital, the correct.
Samsung has a pretty good SSD.
I have Samsung SSDs. I missed that.
I eventually plan to get my laptop a new hard drive. It's more or less
I
just getting
Send somebody
it
over. No.
and then getting somebody to fix it.
I just build my own PC.
I build my own shit. Ow! That's my first death.
I didn't do it. I
Did
didn't
you?
do it.
Did you?
I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
Lolly, thank you for the 10 bits. I'm happy I'm jumping out of my seat. Why are you happy, Lolly? What'd you do? What happened? Greatest moment ever? Wait, what happened? Come visit? Well, now I gotta pay for dental work.
Tanks? What tanks? Oh,
I remember this level. This level's very long.
yeah. It's
You ready to
also-
come? Alright, yeah, when we're ready to come.
Oh,
Are you still in the tank over there?
well, I flipped it over.
Okay.
Let me get in the tank. Let me get in. There we go. Owie. Screw you. Stupid.
Are we going
For a second,
down? I think, yeah, we are
We're
going down.
We're going down in there. Pew.
Ready to come to what? Oh, visit my mod.
Yeah, come. Anyways, I've probably met my sex joke quota for the stream.
Wish I had Occo drip. You can buy stickers right now. Eventually there'll be shirts and other stuff, but right now if you want anything, you can buy stickers.
You should sell. You should do something like crazy, like sell a PS1 game.
I don't. What would the PS1 game be about?
Here's the thing. I don't. Crap. I don't know. How about sell the PS1 case and then have like a DVD that you could play that like provides like behind the scenes of things that of like streams.
It's very expensive.
Yeah.
I'd be
You
like,
could definitely charge a premium.
chat, would you pay $30 for a DVD showing behind the scenes work of my stuff? Haven't gotten mine yet. Yours should have been sent off.
Die.
Wait, have yours not come? If your stickers haven't come yet, you should let me know soon, because, like, yours was shipped out like a month ago, I think.
Akko, you have no idea how much resistance how how much resistance I am exercising right now?
Why?
Know how many times you've said come in the last 5
Oh.
minutes.
I mean, I don't care.
I'm still exercising restraint because YouTube exists and they don't like they don't like the S. Uh-oh, no, please, no.
Nice.
No,
Did
god
you just take
damn
the
it.
tank with you?
God damn it. I took the tank with me.
Nice.
What do you mean nice? I'm dead.
You got
It's over.
distracted.
Oh, hey, what do you mean I got distracted? I was perfectly concentrated.
I'm concentrating on me. Otano, message me. I'll take a look at the order.
PS1 game. Hell yeah. Hey, I mean, boss cows could actually be in a reality. You probably don't know what boss cows is.
No, I don't.
There was a. I'm in a jungle drum and bass fit. I'm in a very big drum and bass fan phase right now. So what I just kind of like to do is make mixes.
Okay.
And most of the drum and bass that I get are from like a lot of PS1 games.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe boss cows can really exist in the real world. I just need to learn how to make a game for the PS1 and run it on the PS1.
Right.
That's the first challenge.
Ooh,
If that is even possible to get an SDK for that. Which there probably is. But yeah, hell yeah, the PS1 Gwubby game. It'd be about me, I mean, if it weren't boss cows, what would it be about?
No, don't kill the guy. Or just kill the guy, just don't kill the machine.
Oh, he fell off.
Perfect. Atano, I want to make sure you get those stickers, so... I mean, like, I can't force you to message me, but, like... If you want those stickers, it's fine. I can ship you new ones. Or make sure that they get shipped out.
Force him. Force him to message you. Go and find his location, go into his house, grab his phone, and then, I don't know, send yourself a DM.
There you
It's
go.
probably gonna work. It's probably gonna work. Wow, there's a lot of spare ghosts around here. This is ghost galore. Woo! Ghost galore! Get over here! You are dead.
I don't even know where we're going.
I somewhat know. Just keep going forward.
This level is so long.
It's so vast.
Sir?
Is that? Oh, that was you.
Sir?
I'm sorry.
Sir?
I thought it wasn't you.
Sir? Can you...
What?
Not you. This man is not shooting me, and yet he's turning... Oh, well, he kind of is, actually.
Hi, Ika. Hi, Icarus. How you doing?
Oh, there goes that.
How you doing, gal? Hope everything's going good where you are. Welcome. I'm just shooting the air.
Why would I let an
recoil on
octopus
this.
get in my apartment? This is good. Fair.
Hi, home. I'm Gwubby.
Oh, there's a wraith. That's
Wait
not
a
good.
minute. That really is a... I thought that was you and that ghost.
No.
For the longest time, he just didn't shoot me. Oh my lord.
Oh.
Oh. Whee! Oh. That would have been so cool if it landed upright. I love how there's just a bunch of children like cheering that you got a headshot.
I know,
God damn
right?
it. Like, what are these children's goals? Oh my lord, go away.
Obviously not, Cortana.
Very astute observation. Very astute observation, Cortana. Now, why weren't you good on Windows 10, huh? Why did you have to suck? Did Microsoft just not care? They could have revived you with the power of ChatGPT.
I heard that Windows 11 is horrible.
It's not. I have it. It got better after a year.
Oh, that's good. See, I'm not updating until my tech man has it prepped for me.
Well, you have a couple of years left. You killed someone's family member. Throws confetti in the air. You killed someone's family member. Man, these kids have some really screwed up priorities. Stop! Go away! If I wasn't lagging, go away! Stupid! Haha. Teabag him.
Oh, I got more ammo. Perfect. Oh, thank you, Tana. I'm gonna wait for it to show up, but thank you, Tana.
What? Who's shooting me? They're gonna die.
Oh my goodness, why couldn't we just fly? Why couldn't we
don't
just
have those
fly?
ghosts. We don't get those ghosts quite yet.
Not those, but why couldn't we just fly to the... Because the building that we're going to is outside.
Well, we have to fly through the caves. Probably couldn't fly over. Probably could. Air ghost! Air ghost! Give me it! Give it to me! Give it to me! I'm going to have that. Don't crash that! Don't crash it! I need it.
We gotta go inside the building now.
Require it. Damn it! I know. We need those ghosts to get up any higher, so need to grab them.
I'll wait for you, because I think it teleports
Come
you.
here. No, I accidentally destroyed it. You'll rue the day you let me destroy that.
Tato, thank you for the 199. Support the Goober Squad. Hell yeah. Become part
Hell
of the
yeah.
Goober Squad.
I used to go by. I used to go by Goob at one point.
Did you?
Yeah,
That's perfect.
that was when I was a furry.
Are you saying that you have reformed your furry ways?
I lasted 9 months in the fandom.
I think here's what's funny. I think you can be a furry and not be in the fandom. You just don't participate.
Yeah, I know a furry who does exactly that. They're in my chat right now.
Oh, really?
Say hi. You know what I'm about to say? Don't say it. You know what? You're not allowed to say it. I will ban you despite being a mod. Yes, she says
Nice.
hello.
Nice. You see, listen, I will not see. Gwubby might put you down, even though you're a mod. We don't respect mods here, chat. But I'll respect you, random mod in other streamers' chat that I know nothing about.
They're a protogen.
What is
I don't know if you
that?
ever heard of a protogen. Disrespect me all you want. Yeah, disrespect her all she wants. She's into it.
Okay. Maybe I won't do it then.
Just don't give her the satisfaction. Oh my lord. Darn. Oh no.
It's like when those people are like, "Oh, ban me," and it's just like, yeah, but I really don't want to now.
Disrespect. Yeah, it gives her power, so don't give her any power. It's not good. It's not good when she gets power. The stuff she's done to me in a game called Barrow Trauma.
Oh.
Nothing terrible. Unless you count like welding a door shut and then just locking someone in their room, being forced to listen to circus music.
This sounds like a crime right now.
It's not a crime. It's definitely
it
a crime against
passion?
my. It's definitely something. It's a passion. It's a crime of passion and chaos.
Who's the furry? Or excuse me, who's the fox? That's Gwubby. Are you a fox? I don't
I'm a
think I
cat.
asked.
Oh, we could have assassinated those guys. Oh well, it's okay. We can shoot them anyway. I'm a cat.
You're a
Supposed to be a
cat.
cat. Yeah, I go nya nya.
Get it right, Cerno.
Get it.
What are you?
right.
An ice nymph?
I'm Christian Weston Chandler. Birth name with the birth name Christopher.
Oh man.
He wouldn't stop following. Oh yeah. Well, you didn't. That wasn't what I was mentioning, but yeah, we could also mention the part where you welded the door shut. The security guard in the game was like following her because she got suspected. She followed her all the way into the submarine. So you know what she did? She asked me what was in like a nuclear cabinet, and it said sulfuric acid. She asked for the sulfuric acid, and then she injects the security guard with something. I don't remember what it was, but then she locks her in the room and then just leaves her to die. She's crazy, all right.
Sounds crazy.
She's crazy. She's one of my best friends, but she's crazy.
That's awesome.
Made sulfurin, yeah, sulfurin. Sufferin. Suffering? Sufferin.
I think we're going the right way.
Yeah, we're going the right way.
Gwubby's
Just
on
need to get to
Twitch. I don't think you're on. No.
I have a Twitch account, but I don't use it.
Are we going the right way?
Yeah, we're going the right way. We're on the other side of the bridge now. I don't know why their grunts decided to try to intercept us, but it's not gonna work. You see, I have Granada. I threw it too far. I didn't throw it far enough. He moved.
Well, Cerno,
I got
why
it.
don't you update your Twitch name?
Yeah. It's supposed to...
Oh, she can't slide
Is it-
/ hover to the exit.
Is it supposed to be a stealthy pet? A pain neurotoxin. Oh yeah, that's what you injected into the security
I
guard.
think we did come this way. I don't know.
Oh boy, here comes the confusing part.
I'm pretty sure we were, because there's all these dead people here.
We already cleared this room. Oh god damn it. We were going the wrong way.
Yeah, the arrows, I think the arrows on the floor told us what we need to know. Having to
didn't
log in
follow
again
me.
on everything? Well, just get it done.
Log in again on everything. I mean, it could be tedious, but it's simple. Indeed, you are. You are an axe wielder. Indeed, you are, Icarus.
MGQ styled succubus with gremlin energy fits me. I mean, that's fine. Just change the name. I don't know.
Be a gremlin.
Exactly. I think this is the right way.
If we went the wrong way.
If we went the oh, yep, this is definitely the right way.
Yeah. Pew, 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 pew.
I don't know how I missed this, but I did.
That's okay. We all miss sometimes. Unless you're a really bad shot, then I don't know what to tell you.
Come here, buddy. I'm gonna slap you with my gun. There we go.
Pew, 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 pew. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe for war criminal trope. I think Cerna would fit that. Oh wait, that's you talking. I don't know, maybe you'd fit that. Unless you're not talking about yourself.
Who, me?
No. Cerno.
Oh. Yeah, see, we are going the wrong way. The music's playing.
My name is 3-5 in Swahili. That's cool.
Watch this. Yeah. Air shot. Got him. Rah. Bonk.
I have no idea
There's
where we're
nothing.
going.
I know where we're going.
I know where we're going. At least the arrows
We're-
are telling us where to go.
Yeah, those arrows weren't there. It'd be a whole Half-Life situation. We have to figure it out ourselves.
I've never played Half-Life.
Never played Half-Life?
No, but I need to.
You have to. It was free.
Oh, I own it.
You need to play it. That should
I'll
be your
play it
next stream.
eventually.
That needs to be your next stream. You just gotta play Half-Life. This is such a good game.
I think I'm playing DR tomorrow.
Oh. You gotta play it sometimes. This is such a good game.
Yeah, I'll do it sometime.
Yeah.
I think the next time I do a subathon.
Never done one of those before.
They are fun. But they're very tiring. Because you're supposed to be on all the time, except for where the few hours you decide to sleep.
Prepare to fall in love with a man.
Once he has to go back to Cyberpunk, I'd like to do that too.
Whose name is Barney. Oh, Barney! Who doesn't love Barney? Alright? You don't love Barney? You have sinned. Oh no.
I put a projectile on him. It didn't explode. It's a bad projectile.
Man. Bitch.
If I had a super weapon.
If I had a super weapon. Aha! Now
Ah,
we can
here
make
we
them
are.
fly! It's the last episode of SpongeBob now. We can fly! No! No, 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 no!
Nice.
Ah.
Nice.
You know, you could have shot him too.
I was.
What stopped you?
What stopped me from what? Shooting him more?
What stopped you from shooting the elite before he got in?
Here, I got a grenade launcher.
Don't blow it up!
If only it was homing.
Waiting to respond teammate in combat.
Just about to get grappled. Congrats, Temp. Oh, you can't respawn yet.
Yeah. Stuck in here.
There you go.
Oh, I'm back. I still can't get over Can't get over children, cheering when you... Exactly! It's probably the funniest one. Just a bunch of children when you get a headshot.
That's why I included it. Yay.
Perfect timing. And these kids are... insane.
Oh gosh. We were doing so good. No.
Ah! I can't do this.
Ah, here's the elevator.
But... Your mode that you can only do headshots? Is there a mode that you can only do headshots?
No.
Man,
I know that
That
you
would've
are
been-
rewarded for doing headshots, but I don't think so.
man, that would have been... Gooch. That would have been hell, but that would have been interesting challenge.
If that were the case, they need to give us more precise weapons.
Like a sniper rifle or a rocket launcher.
Another sniper rifle, that would be nice. Only game I played is Reach. Reach is decent.
That's my favorite Halo game.
I'd like to play Infinite. I've been told it's good.
Campaign is good. Everything else is just kind of going up or down. It's going back up though. I just haven't played in a hot minute.
You know. LOL? Why
How's a
LOL?
rocket launcher on a precise gun? Exactly. It covers all areas.
We should commandeer one of those ghosts. We're going to need the firepower.
Yeah. You need to commandeer the ghost. Not
Sir,
that
give me
ghost.
your car. Thank you.
That's a ghost. Alright.
Alright.
How do we get in one of those ghosts?
You are very precise. Or you just don't.
Damn it! I blew it up.
See, I have a rocket launcher. You know what? I'll use this rocket
blow
launcher
it
against
up.
you.
Don't blow it up.
I like to think that the
Oh.
shrapnel from my rocket launcher helped kill that man.
Okay,
Do I have
I'll give you
infinite?
that.
I do, yes. I think he's dead. He's definitely dead.
Just for safekeeping. Just in case. I'm mowing ammo on my AR. No.
I'd like to do it soon in 24. Yeah, we would, I mean, if you want to get it started before the year is over, Tim, maybe we can sacrifice Baldur's Gate next week. I noticed that there was a lot of hostility when we were playing earlier today.
Why?
Maybe. Us. 4 friends being 4 friends.
Damn. Friends being friends.
Yep, and that
I don't
means
have friends.
doing stupid stuff as friends. Oh gosh, please don't do this game. We're so close to the end.
To be honest, accuracy by explode. It is accuracy by explosion. Yeah, it's probably hitting all parts of the body. Be lucky to not get burnt. What you mean? What do you mean and what do I mean?
Don't you mean 3 friends and a loot goblin? Yeah.
You got no friends. I'm joking. As far as you know. That's a joke. That's a joke, lads.
Right, he's dead.
He's not dead yet. Now he's dead.
Alright, doors open.
I need another weapon. I need a weapon. I need a weapon. I have a weapon. There's an elite like right behind you.
Oh, he's dead now. Don't matter.
I wonder what he did in his life.
Speaking of before 24, Whispers in the Wall is coming out sometime next month. Yeah.
Vicinity have been eliminated.
That's exciting stuff, isn't it?
By the way, I found a YouTube video that's just
We did it. We beat like half of the game.
DM it. Hell yeah. DM the video to me.
Well, chat. I think we did a pretty decent job tonight. Just talking about silly stuff.
Just talking about what, yeah, whatever.
Mm-hmm. I do think this is where we're probably gonna wind it down though, because I have work tomorrow morning. And work be fun.
Oh, I agree.
So chat, if you enjoyed, where can they find you?
YouTube.com/Gwubby86.
There we go. There we go. And if you're interested in me, chat, as always, you can hit subscribe at MommaOcco. But for the most part, I think this is where I'm gonna end it. Thank you, chat. I will be back tomorrow night for more Danganronpa. And yeah, you guys have a good one. I will see you when I see. I know
I
my.
have closing words.
Okay.
Be sure to hit that subscribe button and smash that like button. And don't forget to enter. I'm currently doing a giveaway. I give up.
Giving away an Xbox One. All you gotta do is subscribe to my YouTube channel, throw 25 comments in there, you know.
and for your for your chance to win an Xbox One, probably the worst Xbox console of all time.
There we go. All right, all right, chat. See you later. Bye.